talks for a reason, hopefully.
I mean, that's the goal.
Hopefully they're peaceful. Yeah.
Just gonna change.
You know, impossible to tell. We've so many disparate personalities. Morning, Lunali.
Hello.
Bet you got up on your own today, look at that.
That's probably a bad thing. I don't usually do that.
Well, that's true, but why is it a bad thing?
I don't know, it always feels like it is easier to wake up when I have not had any sign of what's coming. It could be good, it could be bad. But I have not been dreaming this whole time.
Maybe there's just a large degree of uncertainty happening around here, dunno.
Probably.
Also relevant is,
Let's go see what everyone's up to.
Lugan revealed that the Shattered King had a previous connection of some sort of fealty to our mother.
But it's nice. This one's got more mobility than my older one, at least.
My older one had really long arms.
Took a seat.
And this one's
I guess my eyes are closed, so probably.
I know when it comes to heat venting, you can talk to Bailey.
Eyes being closed means you can't
That may lead into why our biggest brother was against boarding, but
I perfected my weapon.
hard to say.
There's too many options for now.
What we can be sure of, though, is that given his closeness to Mother, and the fact that he was not described as her child, it is highly likely he is connected to Lady Misha, and as such, likely has intense amounts of knowledge about Project Regenesis that we cannot guess at. As to how much Raiden as a whole knows, I am unsure.
It depends on how close he keeps his cards to his chest, I suppose.
Oh.
It's
Bliss. Did anyone talk to the professors about what happened in the manor yesterday?
I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I'm not sure what you're even talking about.
I wasn't sure if I'm forgetting who was there, sorry. I can't remember if people were talking about afterwards.
I'm not sure what happened at the manor, in all honesty.
It's more just because I know that they say don't talk to Lucan or you get in trouble, but Lucan kind of showed up on his own and started talking, mostly on his own, so I don't know if that means that we're going to get in trouble, but I need to find
Probably
someone.
best to talk to the professors then.
Yeah.
Morning, Talia.
You'll know when it starts getting full. You'll have a little bit of a harder time. At least that's how it was. So whatever he has, he can.
Hey, Axel. Did anybody talk to the professors about yesterday at the manor?
I didn't. That's an Ione or Luca question.
I don't see either of them around right now, so I can't really ask them.
Learning about when they can relax and where they need to be
On the
tense.
subject of Lugan, we received
I feel
insight as to why he
that's-
is highly anti-Raiden.
Not exhausting yourself is
You are familiar with the High Lord the Dragon Herded?
Yes.
script.
That title was founded when a human, in his words, usurper from the Raiden League, challenged, killed, and ate the heart of his father. And Raiden did nothing. It was the first of the beginning of the succession killings.
It's gonna be that kind of morning, isn't it?
Fucking get.
Needs to be stressed about this.
For a community that is so revered for its strength, I'm not surprised they didn't do anything. In fact, they respected it. Would make sense why they kept them around.
When the kingdoms, well,
Perhaps it was the
when
first
the
succession.
factions solidified under one leader instead of in an equal brothership.
All by one single power and title.
Yes.
He and I are serving as protection.
From what he
for Vox.
alluded to, that had not been the initial intention of the conference.
Ideally not.
Now let's see. We'll extend lightly a bit of postures.
Your chaperoning?
He confirmed that our mother had been in good health
I would call it chaperoning.
for as long as he had known her, until the radio silence. So, we have more questions to present our
Possible that
siblings.
the Shadowed King knows something about her condition based on how the conversation went, but we're not exactly in a position to ask about it. He tried to keep Lucan away from us. He promised him a painful death if he harmed us in any way, and Lucan stood to defend us as well. It was unusual.
Morning.
Lucan implied that we would be misled.
I went the wrong way. Yes.
Did anybody talk to you that went to, the Ashcroft Manor yesterday?
No one discussed any changes about yet. After the fight with Arlo, I was in the hospital all night. No one really told me much beyond that.
I think there's something about that you should know that we got more confirmation of down there. A few of us got permission to look there under Canvier's supervision.
I may be a bit late. I'm going to try and check in with this first.
Damien? Can you
Hello, Damien?
also be here for this, what we did yesterday?
I need to conduct a briefing for my stormcallers, but I can be back in a few. If you can touch me up then.
Okay.
I have some information that might be pertinent to the two of you as well.
Ask, Marceline, she was there.
Marcy?
The manor.
Right, yes.
Ah, I got the rundown on all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I already caught him up to speed, and he was caught up to speed by a couple people at this point, but...
Okay.
Lucan decided to be helpful for once.
That was part of it, but, this might be a inside thing, because it has to do with that
Feel
thing
free.
we talked about.
Which thing has this? Oh, yes.
You'll know.
King's presence.
There's a lot of conversations. Okay.
Our previous selves.
I don't know if Dad's gonna be there or not.
You said you were the first iterations?
And I'm sure other ones.
How long ago? Did he give any sort of time frame?
So a few of us got permission under Canvier to go back and inspect some of the manors, specifically an area that a few of them had found previously in the under reaches where the waterways are. We came across some kind of mural that, when touched by people that were of the Ashcroft family, or I guess accepted into it as it reacted well to Luca as well, was taking mana and causing some kind of reaction where it was, for lack of a better word, looping around. Lucan showed up during this and did something to inspect it. And he said that whatever it was some way to try to beckon to those visage things you talked about. That she's been in contact with them. And
So
that
that's the
on
means
the
of contact.
and on the
Have
mural
you had a good amount of
there were coordinates that were also ones listed in a journal that Ione had from her mother. The coordinates were pointing to where Argus first was lifted from the ground, but Lugans believes it may be the location of a base of the garden.
Understood. Good thing that the military is already aware of it.
But considering what you said about the visages, that means they've definitely been in contact. We don't know how it works, but Lugan emphasized we shouldn't try to activate it.
Agreed.
It caused explosions a couple times when people put mana into it, and according to Shiloh and Marceline, they saw a giant eye appear and start looking at them when it happened.
So it is the one-way communication, call it, and like a radio.
The reaction never seemed to fully complete. It might require all the people that could activate it.
Cursed core is the main thing. Either that or a large amount of mana that can only be provided by 2 cores.
It wasn't the people who were able to get it. Ione was able to react with it. So was, Draven and Luca. The first 2 are members of the family. Luca apparently was told by Hela recently, welcome to the family, in a lot of really cryptic ways. So, it seems to be some kind of reaction, not to their specific mana, but those of the bloodline or otherwise bound to it in another way.
So we should try to oversee those 3 to make sure that there's no further threats with them.
It didn't seem like there was any lingering bad effects afterwards other than just mana drain, but it works for them. It would obviously work for Hela. She's also an Ashcroft, but we don't know what happens if it actually gets enough energy. And Lucan emphasized we should not try to find out, as it would likely be bad.
I guess it would be teleportation, but let's not worry about that for now, shall we?
I figured you should know because it had to do with those entities.
Yes, thank you for keeping me aware. Was there anything else from that I should be aware of?
Not particularly, just that besides being allowed to look at the journal that Ione's mother had with the coordinates circled in it, Lugan didn't ask for anything to give this advice. It was something that was given freely, because apparently it's to do with their sworn enemies.
So they still are. The ancient kingdom was of Nidhogg, or not kingdom, but they used to be devouts of Gaia, so... Yes,
a religious order. And then it was something
Yes,
else.
so that... But they still keep the religious iconography. They're still keeping that devout following from the sounds of it.
Isaac is starting his meeting.
Of course. I'll be out in a moment.
But this is one thing where he seems willing to help without any strings attached.
We can use that to our advantage, luckily.
Okay. That was all.
If you remember anything else or any other important information, make sure to remind me.
If you can, try to ask...
Make sure that you pack.
If you can, try to ask Luca or Ione about it. They were the most directly involved.
Understood.
Judas, sorry. Just, wanted to take a moment before
Stragglers being brought back inside so everyone's on the same page so we don't have to repeat ourselves.
Apparently, Isaac, one of them is at a different sleeping. Hope they're at a motel or something out there. Mira and Osiris. So.
Okay, well you
Good.
can running on the pier.
I've missed enough morning meetings.
She'll be back. It'll be very quick.
I read the doctor.
I've also already been informed that Theo will be late. He's dealing with family affairs.
Constant. Where's? Do we know where Leon is? Nah, I can fill him in. Okay. A day to be disorganized.
Always a good day.
Is this everybody?
Iku's going to get Osiris and Mira,
It was just me and Locke back here. Apologies.
but I can inform them.
We'll give them a few, and if they're not here yet, I'll let Naros begin.
Wait for every other meeting. What's one more?
I'll go get my shoulder pads then.
It's Big Dill in private because we can't talk about his death. His pickle in public.
Huh?
What about you? You know what? That's not entertaining.
This is hard. This is definitely not the weirdest thing you've heard me say.
No.
Actually, I think it is, on my part.
Very good. I'll leave that to you to remind them. My focus is on the meeting.
Well, we are still waiting for our comrades are still missing. Have you all ready? Make sure to eat, have at least a drink or at least a snack, since we're gonna be on heavy duty today. Those that haven't, please grab something now or never.
Yes, sir.
Good. It's good to notice everyone has their meals.
Everyone.
Lemon candy. I'll take one look outside to see if they're walking in. If not, we'll start.
Understand.
I'm not waiting anymore. They are not directly outside. Only Lugan is talking with Mr. Carbillo. We may begin. I'm not waiting anymore.
Good.
Greetings, Wardens and researchers. Today's the day, and our purpose here in Argus. We will be conducting the peace talks here very soon. Your duty will be to city watch and assist the military with any outside chaos. If you see anything of questionable acts or foresight, you will be reporting to Isaac. First and foremost. As for myself, I believe my second and right will be Bragi and Hayden, yes?
That is correct.
Are there any questions in my regard? From any of you?
Any critical information you would like to share with Nauros, now would be the time, since anything that could assist with the talks of any importance, now it's the time.
I'm aware the Shadowed King was spotted, yes, the other day.
That's correct.
Did any of you have interactions with him?
We did.
Is there any information pertaining to this meeting and his presence? As if I recall, he is supposed to be in prison.
To succinctly summarize it, we are given circumstantial but somewhat verifiable reason to believe that he has significant knowledge about the projects that you and the rest of the council were brought up to date on regarding Runewald and Vanderhall. He is a pre-Calamity forged, possibly with first-person knowledge of things pertinent to what our cohort is trying to accomplish. Though, to what extent, we cannot say.
He was no doubt the voice and cause of the attack in Runewald. Raiden will need to explain themselves, and most of all why he is not in prison. Did anyone else have interactions or information outside of the Shadowed? You've been here for at least a week, everyone. Certainly someone or something has occurred that would be valuable for these talks.
Councilman by the wall, Shaka had his hand up.
He didn't say anything really important when I interacted with him, but he definitely had a core on him. He just kind of appeared out of thin air.
Yes.
I can confirm that. I saw him disappear in the street.
He didn't make a sound.
The Shadow King is known to have a mass teleport spell in his kit. This much has been conveyed from Arlo. That's all he knew.
The other
That's likely how he gets around.
representatives weren't aware of him coming, just to put that on the table. They were very confused. One of them said if he acts out of line, to expect the God's Blade to take care of him.
Aberrant called. I was looking for him.
Were unaware, or were unaware.
They did not expect him to be here.
The one that calls himself Aberrant was running around asking for he who should not be here, clearly referring to the Shadowed King last night. So this is an unexpected arrival.
Even his underlings
So
didn't know.
you say.
That Aberrant was a source of contact, or at least had a way to convey information to the Shadowed King. It may be they expected him to only be in communication instead of arriving himself.
A proxy.
I see. I myself have many years of experience with these sort of gatherings. And my instinct tells me that they will not go as predictably as we suspect. I need you all on top of your game. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. And especially the wall and Professor. If anything happens in that meeting, prioritize the dignitaries.
Oh, well.
I will let you go over the briefing then, Hayden.
On the similar aspect of any other massive gathering between cities, we expect many disputes outside. This is the last time people will have their last moment to make their word be heard, either in a violent way or a peaceful way, hopefully. Our job in here is going to be, again, security and disposal, well, not disposal in that word, but at least containment of set individuals without your arms, as you will be dealing with civilians. Any short of a warden, then you are allowed to, but still remind yourselves to be careful who you're dealing with. Analyze, then coordinate, and then subjugate whoever you're dealing with. Beyond that, it's all on us, and we all expect at least to come in with a deal for finally some peace to be put into this world. This is why we're here. So I expect the best of all of you.
Leon.
Apologies, I came in late. When exactly are the peace talks happening?
Within the next half hour.
Next half hour.
Thank you.
From my end, at least while you are going around, if you hear any of our people say infection, that is the word to look out for if there's actual trouble that requires more attention than other things.
Yes, sir.
Again, you're dealing with civilian populace. No excessive force. Am I heard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I hear of any of excessive force, you're going back immediately, and we're gonna have a long conversation with Alders. This is the one thing you don't fuck up on.
Good morning, people of Argus. The palace area has now been closed for foot traffic. Please do not enter the area around the palace, as delegates will be making their way shortly through the veranda. Again, citizens of Argus, palace area is now closed for citizenry. Do not enter without permission from the premiers or military personnel.
Good morning, premiers.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm back, Liv.
Hey.
I crashed for once, and that's a rarity for me.
Wow. Okay, it says I'm already using the avatar, but it's not loading. I hope the servers aren't exploding. So I'm trying.
Oh, my internet's been exploding.
Because I'm trying to change model to Remi, and it is not happening. Maybe I need to.
Switching to a different one, and then it'll let you switch.
Oh, as soon as I open the menu, I was like,
I need to go back in. I was mid convo with Hella.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite book club member. Hi.
Anyways, time to set the music for this.
Jail cell, by the way.
Okay, I'll be doing my own thing, don't worry. Where is it? Is everything in order here? We should probably be heading out soon to keep eyes on the outside. I'm assigned a bit in the palace. I do not know where they exactly have placed you, but I do know the premiers were about ready to make their way, so I'll likely be going to go walk in with them. Do whatever you need. I'm on my own way. Soon. Chat, peek in a POV for me. Are the premiers still inside the building? Vevs and Strider. Good morning.
Morning.
I don't... Have they already made their way out? I know they said they wanted to make a brief visit with the candidates this morning.
Ooh,
The premiers.
They're still inside.
That's all I need to know. I'm just waiting for them.
I am the biggest snake. Don't you know?
Well, I'll throw you into the ocean.
What is that's my line, but you.
It's mine now.
Acting out.
It's... You've never actually done it, so how do I know it's your line?
Good morning, you two.
Good morning. Seems everything is going the same as usual for you.
Not much changes.
Aren't you relieved? It's the big day. Things will finally calm down after this.
Yes, calm down. That's
What are you looking for?
distinct possibility.
Pale blonde.
Pale blonde hair. Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Well, that depends. Is it pale blonde or white?
It's light brown. How about that?
Attention, August.
Light brown.
Attention, August.
I'm not sure on
All members of all delegations.
Ah, there you two are.
Towards the palace. I repeat, all members of all delegations.
I was waiting to see where you guys
For the
were.
beginning of the August summit.
Best of luck, everyone.
Everything under control on your end?
You'll do us
Yes.
proud, I know it.
I'll be part of the interior watch. You might see me flitting around a little bit, but I won't get in your way, dear.
Of course.
Of course, you know how much I just love getting in your way, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They are?
Of course, no. I know you're.
That direction?
Oh, headaches. Bad headaches.
That said, you should probably not keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Alright. Lieutenant, I hear.
Yes, I have your copies.
Beautiful, thank you.
Still in total 9 copies of the original.
Thank you. And the sooner we get this done, the sooner you can go on a date. Okay. Right.
You're going on a date? And it's not with me? Can't believe this. After all we went through. It's okay.
He doesn't understand.
They don't understand the delicate heart of a woman. I get it.
He would never understand the delicate heart of a woman.
Well, let's get this show on the road then, shall we?
I agree.
So I'd love to just have this all be said and done with. It's been a lot to deal with this past week.
Yes, it has.
Oh, she hates me. No. I don't think she does. I think
She's distracted by other matters. I don't think she even heard you.
I genuinely didn't hear you. What?
Living things kind of the same.
we just said good morning.
They were saying good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, you. Happy to see you.
Good morning.
And you will die here, just like a flower. Flowers are interesting on multiple
I think I might cry.
How are you feeling today?
preferences. How they grow, when they grow, why they grow.
I suppose
My
with
goodness.
these talks,
She's got a one-track mind.
apprehensive, but
Seems like it.
I didn't make her feel bad. It's fine.
It's a little prone to that.
I'll be out here. You guys
I
take care.
trusted all of those in charge.
Understood.
See things through.
We'll see you after.
By the way, if you end up needing to do anything like that, you don't need to stay inside the palace the whole time for security and all that. You don't need to. We have a lot of other security.
It's being handled by a number of people. I am with them. Don't worry.
But you are still free to attend to security in there if you wish to, but you don't need to.
My eyes, they are yours.
That's very much why I'm saying you're free to attend instead of, like, I very much appreciate your entire existence.
Of course.
So.
If we all went in together to some capacity.
Also, I do believe we're on the same radio station right now, so if there's anything pressing that comes up and you're not around, I'll call for you, okay?
Yes, there you
Yes,
There
ma'am.
he is.
You.
Okay.
You looked at my face and told me that I look like I eat people.
We'll get dinner later, Morgana.
Just ignore it.
He
Just,
doesn't look like he
just
eats
ignore
people.
it. That is a topic of conversation that there is no winning if you get involved. Just don't.
I really want to, but I know that I don't have the time to, but I really want to.
You have time to dilly-dally after the bit of time where you have to lock in.
I need to lock in.
You do.
Hmm?
Listen to me.
Hmm?
I need you to walk in.
I need to lock in.
Yes.
It's just for part of a day. I'm sure you can handle that.
I'm sure everything will go well.
What's the hope?
Hmm.
We can hope.
Seems you get first dibs of the chairs.
You know the drill. Opposite ends.
This one.
Settled with that.
You can, dear.
Tougher.
Can you hear me over there?
Yeah, I can. We likely will be have to yell in at some point. It's fine. I prefer it that way.
You should endeavor to raise your voice so everyone can hear you clearly. It would be a recommendation from myself.
separately. Complete opposite sides of the table to make this so much easier.
I'm taking the lavish seats.
Is this an assigned seat situation, or we just
No, you can sit wherever you want.
Whatever suits your fancy.
You can sit all your delegates together or separately, it matters not.
Exactly.
Makes things easier, I guess.
Oh, look at the bars on him.
Somebody
Okay.
might consider.
I'm a little bite. I like you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
This is my chair. I want to see the balcony.
So I'll sit here.
Maybe when it's all said and done.
Matron, Starfall.
I hope you're having a good morning.
I am, Matron. How about yourself?
So far, so good, that
Choose
is.
to sit separately.
This is a local family. I'm not really at liberty to speak about. I'm of the...
So they let even the ones who are barely more than children enter these talks too.
Shared family interest.
As
I understand if this is private.
guards. It will not change the outcome.
Of course.
Already they move.
I have a small copy of the notes relevant to your reef, Matron. Would you like them?
Oh, I would absolutely love that. Thank you.
It goes the same for you, Moonbreaker.
You what?
Oh my goodness.
I have a copy of the notes that are relevant to you and you alone.
If people are going to go out on the balcony, please close the door behind you. Thank you.
I say fresh air is nice.
More jokes. Well, you are in a good mood.
God's
Yes.
notes relevant to you.
Hello.
You're supposed to remember to close
Morning.
the doors.
Listen. We have plenty of security stopping people from doing anything like breaking through the door.
In many stories, that would be considered foreshadowing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That would be foreshadowing in a story.
I understand.
This is everyone correct.
I believe so.
Can everybody hear?
I can hear you.
Seems so. Yes, Premier.
Perfect. Excellent.
You gonna have me do this, Lilith? You can tell me to start the show?
Sure.
Right. First, I'd like to say thank you. I do understand that, perhaps this place isn't what you're used to, for some. Perhaps this is your second time visit, first time, or third. Regardless, I hope you will have been enjoying your stay, and hopefully, we haven't been giving you too much trouble. You being here, in fact, is a good sign. Regardless of the difference.
Thanks for coming out to help.
In our brains.
Well, of course. I wouldn't want to miss this for the world.
We have a common goal, or we should have one. For me, I'd say.
Did they have anything up their sleeve? Anything that you could see? You've always been perceptive.
That we all know and are
Them all? No.
that are a danger to us and this world.
None of them.
So all of us
Seems that a lot of those matters that would have been in this room have been preempted.
I'd like to think to unity. Focus.
Imagine that.
With that,
keep your sharp eyes out. Oh, worry
quick
not.
introduction,
I
formalities, of
am
course, and general kind of
more than
focus.
ready for what could come.
I've been running this place for the help of Lilith for about 5 years now. Despite the grays, I'm younger than one might think. But I do it dutifully, regardless of the grays.
It's not the problems in here that you should be worried about, Damien.
Lilith, if you would. First topic of
I
business.
would also like to thank everybody for being here. I would like to say that you lot are all putting in a lot of effort, and I appreciate that very much so. Before I introduce myself, go ahead. No, go ahead. While he's doing that, I just want to say, he said that we all have a common goal, and for him, it's peace. My belief is that our common goal is greater than that. It is the salvation of this world. Because without a world, there's nowhere for us to live, even if we were the only ones here. This world is important.
Hey guys, so we're a little ahead
And
of
I just
schedule.
want everybody to remember that
so if
as we go into
anybody
this.
that is playing a protester wants to go ahead and start making a transition now, that would be awesome.
With
only if you
that
feel
out of the
like
way,
it.
introductions on my
But we
end.
want to start making that transition
I
sooner
am
rather than
Lilith
later.
Argo, 25, and I have
know if you guys have
been
any questions, I'll be
serving
in the
as a premier for 13 years. I may have seniority in terms of how long I've been serving here over Canvir, but that does not mean he's any less experienced than I, because before he started serving as premier, he did a lot of training his entire life, and he also served within the military itself, so that he knows exactly what he's doing on his department. We do not handle the same affairs. If anybody is not aware how this works, I handle the scholarship side of things while he handles all the defenses and militant stuff, essentially. And that's how Argus works. We believe that a balanced system prevails above all else in this city. And it is the epitome of what we're achieving here today, and that is unity. Because without unity, the city would have fallen ages ago. I say that
I am Nyros, Alphen,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
political head
That's what I was
of
gonna say, it's the
Reinhold,
interface.
and ultimately of the Maxim Accord. I thank you all for coming today, and sparing what little time you have.
I am Weave Matron, or you may call me Beatrice. I am the High Lord of Arleton and of the Silken Bond. It's very nice to meet you all.
I am Aloria Onyx of Wardens, also known as the Starfall. Pleasure to be here.
I am Rudy Stone, Atlas, titled Warden of Wardens. Caleb Barnes, titled Warden of
I am Lysander Sarkis, known as the God's Blade of Brighton, and I am the High Lord that oversees the Heavy Blades.
Braggy the Wall, Maxim Agreement, Reinhold.
Albin the Farmer, head of the Merchants Guild here in August. Pleasure to meet you.
Lacrima Dawn, I'm Runebreaker and High Lord of Brighton. Since he is missing...
Hello. Real
it is
quick,
aberrant.
if anyone would like to
How's
cause a little
the
scene,
delegation part of Brighton as
if
well.
we can get around 4 people to respawn momentarily, we want to start a little fist fight between some Fortis and Raiden folk.
Thank you all for taking the time to introduce yourselves like that. I do want to allay any concerns real quick. You do not have to worry about your safety within this building. We have plenty of measures against that. We have lots of security naturally. We have a lot of defenses like magic detection and all such things being handled. While I'm not asking you to just stop worrying, period, it's always good to be on your toes, quite frankly. You do not need to be concerned about your safety while you are here. If anything happens during this meeting and any kind of attack were to come from anybody, they will be dealt with swiftly and without any mercy.
Well said.
We'll see about that.
Right.
Thank you.
As we are hosts, do go on.
Apologies. I am offering my hand at providing a mediator, if you two so choose.
Aye.
Please, go on, Premier.
Since we are the hosts, I'd like to start with the rest of you. I think we should start with, attacking things. You'll come to learn that I don't like beating around the bush. I hate secrets. So, I want a consensus. I want to go around Dahlia and get a feel of the room, if you don't mind. Starting with you, sir, if you don't mind. What is your... I'd like for us to speak from our hearts. Because if we're going to be seeing each other more, we should just be a level head. We should be above board. So I ask you, starting. Are you one to agree and go forth with the ceasefire?
Yes, that is the goal. We're all here, as they said, we're gonna want peace, especially from conflicting sides of 80 years of war. It's not easy. It won't instantly happen. But can't exactly have war, can't have peace if there's nothing to fight for. We can't stand here. But I'm also aware that such things are not free. People ask things, everyone here wants something. That's true. And hopefully we can all work together to have that happen.
Aye. Well said. Mr. Atlas, was it?
Yes.
What about yourself?
What do I want out of this?
You sit at this table with the rest of us, aye. You have a voice.
I'd like to stop seeing good men and women die. I'd like for peace. For the people. And it's been almost a century of just bloodshed, without even calling it a real war. I'd like to see it end. I'd like to see reparations made to the people. To the innocent. That's all.
Understood. Starfall.
I'm in agreement with the rest of the Fortis delegation. I feel there's not much more to add at this juncture. In fact, actually, I do need to step away for just a moment.
Aye. Mr. Elfin.
This meeting has been a curious circumstance, especially from the ICC. I want to ask, why the abrupt interest in peace? Our factions have only known conflict. That is my primary reason and presence. Information. The madam is correct. Our world is dead. And we are the husks that remain. Further conflict between societies would prove hindering for both sides. However, if this is a tactical move in the detriment of the maximum agreement, then I see no reason to make it.
Speaking from the Raiden delegation, we are here for peace as much as some don't wish to believe it, and that have marched into Argus otherwise. As for why, war is costly, war is expensive, and as much as we all hate to say it, detrimental to most things. We have been tasked by our High King to bring peace about. Make no mistake. We know about agreements or potential agreements between other factions that can take place and could take place if this does not succeed. And if such agreements were to go through, Raiden would be forced to join something else. And that would lead to catastrophic world war. And I don't think any of us quite want to see that happen yet.
Now that that gun is on the table, could you elaborate?
Elaborate with what?
The group you join should these talks fail.
There's only one viability. But if you must have it said aloud...
Howdy, y'all. We've
Ash
decided that we're gonna have a couple more scuffles around town.
I
For
think
those
the
of you
vast
who are
majority of
free
us,
and
the
want
fact that we're
to
sitting
do a
at
little
this
bit of
table
fist fighting,
means
please respawn.
that we want some sort of peace. But for peace to happen, there needs to be two things: burying of hatchets and trust. That's the point of these talks.
Very well said, Braggy.
If you have
Might I
any
first-
grievances, air them out now.
Indeed. Might I first put on the table your actions most recently in Runewald?
Might I
And
remind
why
you that we are
the Shadow
officially at
King?
war?
If I may go on, why is the Shadowed King wandering Argus? To our knowledge, he was put in prison for his actions in Runewald, yes?
I don't design to know the plan of our High King, but if he has freed him and sent him here, perhaps it is to make amends for such a thing. Bringing him to this table, however, I fear would have stoked passions that we don't want to cross quite yet.
I see. And what sort of amends does the High Lord intend to make?
Now that's a question for what is being asked. Fortis has spoken about reparations, which I might remind you all goes a little bit of both ways. How many, roughly, do you have written down, Aberrant, of actions from Fortis? Dozens?
It's actually within the thousands. There has been multiple minor, major, and, well, catastrophic engagements that have mounted into the millions on both sides.
None of us are free of sin, as it were. So what would you ask?
I'm interested in why each High Lord is still so fractured. Is this why you seek peace with us?
Seek peace because that is what our High King wants.
Why is the High King not here today?
Would you have your supreme leader march into the belly of the enemy?
If I may interject.
You are looking at him, titled, I am the head of the Maxim Accord.
Yet we are in one of your areas, not back in Ryden, now are we?
And I would have done the same.
Here we are.
That is entering
This is
your
This
city.
is what you have, and this is what you'll get. We can either make something happen, or go in directions that it sounds as though none of us want to.
May I speak? As much as I would like to speak of the grievances, the tolls that have already been paid for, I would like to remind all of you that this is a peace talk. We are segueing. We need to get back on topic.
I would agree. I actually have
Details are
something. Canvir and I.
important in political meetings.
That is true. But I just want to put some perspective into this real quick before you guys continue all of this. Canvir and I have both been made aware of actual projections that are actually a little bit more generous than the ones that I was expecting. But at the rate that cities are falling, be it via war or from the Magi Beasts, we can expect literally every city in all of existence to be completely gone within the decade.
That isn't accounting for Dragon.
Exactly. And on top of that, if you even try to give it a generous estimate, I've been doing personal research onto the mana density of the world. As you all know, everything lives on mana regardless of how low our mana density is. And without it, we all become living husks if we're not dead entirely. And the current estimates for the actual mana density of the world right now, if we don't do something to save this world, it will be gone within about 12 years entirely. We don't have a lot of time. We fix this in our generation, or we all die. Let that be made very, very clear to all of you.
To summarize, we're the last generation.
If we don't save this world, yes.
And yet the one with the vision to do it has been excluded from this table on calls of treason.
But it returns back to what we established before. For there to be peace, there needs to be trust.
You are all blind.
Indeed.
If they aren't dealt
I just
with
want to put that
now,
into
they're going
perspective
to
for you
crop
guys
up
before you
later.
start airing them out.
I would agree with Lilith. Airing grievances is fine, but, well, very likely we'll carry them all to our grave very soon. Something has to give.
Delegation, if I could interject a word. Apologies for the lack of greeting. I am Damien Jasper, the Storm's Halberd. But I would ask, at this point in juncture, in the name of trust, that this individual here, Aberrant, declare who exactly he is representing. We have talked around it, but for the matter of record.
I represent the Shadowed Legion, specifically Norwich.
Shadowed King. And so you would keep your face hidden at this point in time on a matter of trust and discretion.
If this is a matter that is necessary, I will do so.
I would put it to the table.
It's funny to me that he's calling them out when he plays Norwich.
I mean, kind of a shitty situation here. Maybe we should just take a whole circle around and come back here and see if they're gone, and then we fight.
So, you want me to remove my helmet?
Let it play out how it will. We have other places we can also hit.
Yeah, we're basically surrounded by wardens right now. We cannot start a fight.
No, exactly. Don't worry if you don't fight right away.
For context, roughly a year. I've been here for a time.
Here, my fighters, meet me up in
I
NPC
apologize
chat
if my
1.
appearance is not what you were expecting.
Huh?
Many of you will recognize me as Ollie.
That bitch! Motherfucker!
So, at least, is a gesture of trust.
Wow, we're just blowing all secrets out of the water.
With Norwich, yet I am his right hand. And I can say with confidence that he wants peace as well.
Sure he does.
The fact that I unmask myself, the fact that I give away who I am, should be testament to that.
Please proceed, delegation. You've indulged my curiosity long enough. Thank you.
Are we ready to stop being petty?
More like thorough, Breaker.
Then might I ask, if we are to gain peace, what does each faction require? Fortis, what would you ask of Raiden to earn your trust?
As I stated, though we are here to try and make peace, people back home are not going to be happy. I believe
That's the guy who's been the tavern keep. That's the same guy.
I believe we ask for either a certain amount of
Seems we don't have just one double agent in this situation. We've had a plant in the military that was working for Reinhold. We had a plant from them that's working for Raiden. We have a plant in the military that's working for the Garden. Oh, wait. That's my part. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Oopsie.
Lysander, this is your territory.
All right. Is there any? Do we have any meeting point for fighting? Do you have anything figured out yet?
I would not argue that such a thing is required. It is simply the correct thing to do for both the cost of life and the limited time that we all
Personal requests, please keep chatter in here to a minimum.
But in the same vein, we've paid a similar cost. So I would instead ask to make it fair. A trade of resources, we need not define it perfectly now. But one between Raiden and Fortis. Need my own faction be the one to head it, then that is how it will be. But a trade nonetheless, to aid in repairs to both our forces. Would this be acceptable?
You do a bird for us a lot like a pigeon.
How do we know your word is to be trusted? About your relations with the Ash Union?
As the comment was made prior, our involvement in that capacity should only come should all other forces be turned against us.
Yeah,
our king would not see that our only defensive force be my own faction and the handful of designated groups within the others. If multiple different joint unions came and turned at us, we would need assistance. That much I will be blunt about. But it is in that same vein that we wish to avoid that. Because I believe that is a boundary none of us would come back from.
Then I'll be blunt for a moment too. Rumors have spread about involvement already with them between you two. Raiden and the Ash Union. In the city of Smile. Does that ring any bells?
To the information I have, not particularly. Should the others have a comment on this, please feel free.
Go on to say.
I know not of.
Go ahead.
I know not of any operations that are partaking there.
Not I as well. Most of my way is mercantile, so you must forgive me.
In that regard, I guess, for the sake of the peace talks, we'll consider that intel bad. That means guaranteeing peace. We can overlook it for now.
To sweeten your pot, I will look into the matter.
Thank you.
I would like to make a point clear on Raiden's end. Should you already understand this or not, I would repeat it. As much as us High Lords are represent Raiden as a whole, we are still individual leaders. But one thing comes above all, and that is that we all obey our High King. If he wishes for peace, that is what all of us will agree to, no matter what.
What do you want? Really?
would like to see my men not have to throw their lives on the line every moment another city gets near. We give warning, but there is only so much that can do in times of war.
You can give more than warning, you can give mercy.
Speak it now, or speak it never, Atlas.
Please. 4 years ago, a group of Fortisian military went out. They were just trying to escape of their lives, and your men slaughtered them. Why?
Don't sit there and act like your hands aren't
spicy.
dirty.
They were innocent.
So were many of ours.
They were soldiers.
They weren't running from people that day, they were running from beasts out there. And yet they were killed
This
by men.
is not your personal grievance table.
Also note, our customs are much different. Pursuits of that capacity is
There's no way this is going to go well. They have heart versus those who have steel and nothing else.
Likely that the safety zone we keep with our cities was breached. Whether it be in their attempt of escape or not, we do try and keep it clear not to cross the threshold and get too close. I am sorry for your loss.
Do you wish to add anything, sorry?
Cardo, can you come spawn?
I don't believe anything that I could say at this juncture would be beneficial.
Shall we move on to Argus? What does Argus require?
Well, I can't speak for Lilith. I would say myself.
I wonder which one of them, if any, are going to bring up the matter of arresting someone who would have been at this table otherwise.
I've seen things this past week that
They should address that matter.
See past that. Not sure if you are aware, but at least the news have said it because we broke it the moment we came back to the respite. I saw a paradise, and I noticed that there's one thing missing. It was us. And I think about that daily. So for me, personally, the quicker that all of us here sitting on this table can shake hands, without another one behind our back, frankly, that's all I want. Very simple. I've seen the chart, I've seen the data, I've seen with my own eyes, we don't have much time left. And there are things out there that we cannot face alone, even with our own allegiances. We should be making joint forces at this point. Moving as one, not against.
I can at least add, in regards to Lilith, as I am privy to the majority of her intent. As she put so eloquently earlier, and as you have reiterated, Canvir, this world is dying. The amount of time that we have left is varied, but if we squabble amongst ourselves, we might all just find ourselves in the ground. Science, industry, force of arms, working together in those capacities are the only way we're going to find a means to survive. And that's not to say the monsters out there hiding in the dark. So it would behoove all of us to figure out a way to collaborate and work together in a broader capacity on each of those points. Otherwise, we, as said, might not have anything to fight over.
If you want concrete words, if you want bullet points, there has been blueprints of airships that can hold shields of mana, as the same with our cities. We have been trying to figure out the manufacturing of this. We're one step ahead, but not at the finish line. If that is something that interests you, which it should, that is something that I would say would be nice to have assistance on. Like I said, I don't like secrets, and I know that that would benefit all of us.
And to move on to Reinhold. Raiden is to cease all hostility with the ICC, Maxim, and Azalea Accords. I want it written down in paper and signed by each High Lord present.
Seems reasonable.
I was about to say, seems quite reasonable.
And a bit of a inquiry. Perhaps any of you have knowledge. There is a missing knight from Sylph, the Knight of Bloom. Do any of you have knowledge of their whereabouts?
I have not heard that name.
No, neither have I.
Not my space.
Very well.
However,
Then
if
might
you
I
are
pass
looking
it?
for them, do you want us to put out some ears, try to find them?
That would be helpful, yes.
Well, because I do have quite a lot of people, a lot of merchants going out and about for me. I can try to keep an eye out for you.
Thank you, Weird Matron. Shall we pass it to Raiden then?
I know he
What do
said
each of you have
we've
to
matron,
assert
but
in terms of
it
peace
sounded like weird matron.
to cease this hostility between us?
I'm immature.
You have heard Lysander and his dealings with Fortis. Overall, however, our ask is to be included any subjugation of Calamity classes.
To work
The
together.
resources, yes, to be included in forces seeking to eradicate that which threatens us the most. We have plenty to offer in terms of manpower and resources. And our returns will come from the hunts themselves. Is it just me, or did it suddenly get very dark?
Yes, it did.
What's going on? Why would the barrier shut down now?
What is this?
It looks like Hella makes a move.
She's locked up without her core.
Apologies. There appears to be a malfunction with the southernmost barrier crystal. Requesting aid from the garrison in Carabin to assist. Starting backup power in 3, 2, 1.
I got this. I'll go check what's going on. I've heard a report that it seems to be a few
Please
people.
do not be alarmed. The projection system is no longer active. You will see the normal sky. Please do not be alarmed.
Alright guys, if you're wanting to volunteer, now's the time to start swapping over to the roles that you were told to play. For my people playing the Shadow versions, meet up in Station Square. You'll not be visible yet.
Indeed.
Get eyes towards that region that was called out. There seem to be a few individuals that may have gone out that way. I will join you all shortly. I have one thing I need to take care of first.
Hey, bud.
No one would have ever thought where to look. Nobody here.
Were you looking for something?
I was checking for the presence of the Blackleys. Told them if they were going to be here to shelter in place until whatever this is, if there is a threat, to remain put.
There is several one on the patrolling areas as well.
Regardless,
Find Roderick.
I will find them elsewhere. Thank you.
They had mentioned of other care. Okay. There's a possibility they might need help in other care, but that is folks already went their way.
Okay, people who are playing my clones, go ahead and hang out by the statue area. What's going to happen is Hella is going to summon you. It'll be very obvious when that's happening, but that's around where it's going to happen.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for your time. We're going to go keep
Everything
setting up.
has gone as you asked. I believe this is yours.
Thank you, dear.
Of course, my lady. Now, shall we go get you your rightful seat at the table?
I would like that.
Then, of course. Now that
All
you
right,
are
protesters.
reunited, there is nothing that stands in your way.
I want to separate these two channels, if that's okay with you. Oh wait, which already dropped. Protesters, come up to NPC chat 1, please. please. Up to NPC chat 1 if you're a protest.
Do you want me in there with you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let me just make certain. Inbound with Hella. Clones be ready. Let us be off then. After you. Well, this makes it a little bit more difficult.
What is going on?
Why, bringing the last delegate to their proper place at the table. She has a voice of Argus as well as anyone else.
True, but she's supposed to be in a cell. Call over comms now.
It's been a while since I've seen this.
Let the games begin. Stop anybody who tries and end them.
Now let's make our way, dear. Why? Would you like to make this difficult?
I would like an explanation, that's for one.
I'm making sure that they have their rightful seat at the table. As the only one who is in their right mind. Shall we go ahead?
Absolutely.
Then please, by all means, get out of the way.
Civilians.
You're amplified! Your magics are doubled! Get them! Stay away from them, Frost.
Let us get this dealt with. Excuse me. Sorry for the wait.
Good to see you. Best for doing.
I got a little bit held up, but nothing I can't handle.
I do insist that we give them time.
Alright, Shadows, if you can, disengage and go to the Premier Palace. Hella is about halfway through and almost to the meeting room.
Want us to catch up and flank Hella?
Now.
Yeah, reappear. Go ahead.
What good would that do? Come here. Here.
What? Who said that?
You know who it is, Damien.
Don't come any closer, Hella. I'm warning you.
Or what, exactly?
We're gonna have to stop all of you. And I don't think you properly ascertained what I'm capable of.
Well, the way is clear.
Get to my legs.
Behind you. You're not the only one that can.
Leave him to his own devices. He has enough to deal with on his plate as it is.
Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to step back.
Unfortunately, she's already inside.
Or I fire.
You
For
are
ones who are not engaged, go ahead and
you are no more
go
immune to
into
anything,
the
just
room.
like anyone else.
Stay in biz though.
What the fuck?
May I present the last member of your delegation? The one who should have been here this whole time. Hella, would you please make your entrance?
Ah.
With plenty of difficulty, mind you.
You want us to have some appear while in the big meeting room as well?
Yep, go ahead
Touch
and
me
appear.
and you won't move again. Is that clear?
Can we be in different corners, or do we all have to be at the entrance?
You can appear in different corners if you want.
What is the
Go
meaning
ahead.
of this?
I figured I'd visit delegations and put my good word in.
Someone get a hold of that water.
I want to be heard.
Right time.
We're listening.
This is other choice but to listen.
Everybody calm down.
You're not all ears, and that's fine. Let's make a good show of it then, shall we? This
Miss
is
Ashcroft,
for
while
all
you
the
certainly
fucking
have a right to
years.
be heard, I would ask you to observe decorum in this chamber, lest you shame your mother. Any further?
This will be the last words you ever Anybody else want to touch me?
Hella. She's no threat to me.
Take a step back.
No, she's not. I'm aware. I'm aware. That's obviously not her. That's very obviously the visage.
August will be strong, and all because of me. Nobody else. Isn't that right, darling?
May I present a visage?
Like what? What would you have in mind?
I didn't say a visual, I said a visage.
What is this?
I'm all ears.
Do you not know what the thing that you've been interacting with this whole time is?
He knows.
Do I know?
Oh, yeah.
Precisely.
Touch it and you lose the arm. Time. You made the display you wanted to make. Go home.
Damien, it is not worth it.
Perhaps it is.
Maybe it'll make him feel better.
You're right. It's Damien, Despot. You remember the last time she spoke to you? It was actually me. Shut up, shut up. Now remember what it was I actually told you to do. Kill Lilith Argo. Kill Lilith Argo.
would like to make it aware to everybody here that there is an entity around us right now called a visage. It is communicating inside your minds, trying to mess with you. I believe that's what Damien is experiencing right now.
Tried. Didn't succeed.
It communicated to me as well.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. No.
Unfortunately, these petty little threats aren't a scare to me, so... Oh, absolutely, but again, they're of no concern to me. I have no fear for my safety right now, so...
Then...
Can I roll the shadows? Come to the door, please.
August actually is.
Come to the front door where we came in.
Dissipate and teleport over or walk?
If they try
Walk.
anything, by all means.
Noted.
They already have, with all due respect. Your Chamber of Commerce is in stone.
Sure, but don't actually have the fight inside the chambers unless they try something in the chambers.
Oh boy, alright, there's three of them.
Filthy rat traitors here.
Really? He is particularly the most annoying one out of them.
Oh, I know. So it's the scale difference.
Ironic, isn't it?
Goodbye, Remi.
From behind.
Cord I may not be, but that doesn't mean I'm easy target for you.
Oh yeah.
I'd personally recommend you stop if you wish to not become a new member of the...
He is fully petrified. He is stone now.
Serves you right. Well, that's one of them. Would you like to add another? There's only so much of that energy you can use. You'll run out eventually. I try to be nice about it. You know what? At this point, it's not as if it's a secret.
Alright, all of you may
I'd rather not bleed
slowly, one by
out.
one, just begin to dissipate. The blade cuts into my front. Do not worry, little rat. You'll be with me. In my realm.
Just as I wanted. Are you picking her up? Okay,
The rest of the clones disappear.
They might have moved over. Sirs, we need to.
I see two of you still walking around. Maybe that's me having curtains on.
Who's still walking around?
Nope. Yeah, it was me.
Okay,
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, it showed a brown silhouette. I was like, what is happening here?
Did they finish it? The delegation, they were out. So, did everything go into K in there?
Everyone's fine. No, they're fine. They're fine.
Is she apprehended or did someone shoot her?
Big spell through her, though I don't know if she survived. I think she did. The rest got out into the city. That one's dead, though.
We have to keep moving.
Damien, keep your focus.
Yeah.
It'll consume you otherwise.
I know. It tries to get into your head. Anybody that is like me, I think, should be worried.
Glad to see she got the justice she deserved.
Understood. Keep an eye out. Make sure civilians are evacuated. I'm gonna check on the previous.
Functionality has been restored. I repeat, barrier functionality has been restored. The sky will be changing momentarily.
I'm staying here in case they do anything.
Good work, everyone. You're welcome to return back around as your characters for the last bits of chats.
You still want some,
Thank you all.
Since Hella is still here, you still want some clones for her since she's at the beer?
I think she's good because she's gonna have an encounter with Dusk, but I think she can handle it.
Just making sure.
Thank you, then. Cool.
watch this. Damn it, he lived.
Damien.
Damien?
Looks like it's here. We're staying together. Ella has disappeared off somewhere. We want to go check it out.
I'm going to be really mad if you don't.
Oh. Well, we know how to fix it now.
Thank fuck.
We found dragon's bones. We can find a basilisk.
Damn it. I'm happy, but also damn it.
What was that? The only thing right now that I feel is completely hatred and anger. She also.
Keep your distance for a second. Stay dead.
Being killed was what you wanted.
Hopefully it's a mental thing. But if it was a magic bullshit, well, not anymore.
The agreement. At least. Is it signed?
Well, he handed out the paper for all of them to sign and then hand to the High Lord, the High King to sign. It's a sign at a later date and then pass it back to us as quickly as
I
possible.
was gonna ask what they were gonna do with that one. Guess that answers that. Excellent job keeping the
There's still people on the other side. I'm gonna slowly rotate my head, see if they don't notice me turning. Yeah, I think they're gone. As soon as I leave. As soon as he leaves. Okay. Ah, okay. Whew. Dead body RP. Always fun. I should probably tell Lou, because I'm pretty sure he did do that. Hey Lulu, not that I think it matters, but Lilith did stab my bisected corpse with the funny spear.
It is hilarious. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, funny. I don't think anything happens, however. So, they didn't do anything.
Arlo. Man, it's loud out here. What's going on?
They did not do anything with the body, so it's just still sitting there.
Understandable. Good service, Miss Rat. Good service.
It's okay. I'm still in service. To the one I always served.
That's right.
What? Well, that's... He managed to throw off the
I will give him 10 more minutes, and that's as long as I can probably wait, because I'm getting a really bad migraine.
Yeah. I'll let him know real quick.
He was not conversing with Hela, he was conversing with the Visage himself. At this point in time, you are to believe that Hela and the Visage are one and the same. They are not separate people anymore. Yeah, anytime.
Agreed. Didn't even notice. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna do a lap around the city, see where I can help out. My ears are still ringing from the machine.
Shaka, don't be alone.
I won't.
I'll go with
I'm gonna meet up with Felix.
We'll go with him, yeah.
There are many outside as well that are aiding, including those of Raiden. Do not worry. Thankfully, before this interruption, there were progress made, yes.
So we'll have to see whether or not that conclusion was resolute enough, but it was at least leading to not only a ceasefire, but trade.
To put it simply, words have been put to paper, now action remains.
Good.
Noted.
We need a situation report about what happened up here. We were all down below with the generator.
Yeah. We remained in the room. From the sounds of things, though, it was just mass chaos outside. It smells terrible. Freshly put out fires and the like. Whatever enthralled them did it quick and in mass.
Something wanted to cause chaos to massacre, maybe?
Or
there was
to make us slip up and give them a reason. From what I understand, I don't think we've killed anybody. If anyone was detained, it was through non-lethal measure.
Good. Thank goodness, even.
From her current actions, this doesn't seem like the actions of a plan of any sort. No. This is mad tantrums.
So this plays had all unfortunate aspects.
Palace security.
It coincides with what Ione has spoke with me before of her outbursts. So yes, I think you're right.
The last words Hela spouted at the very end of the talks was that Argus was made strong because of her, united because of her. So, it is definitely a show of power on her own to demonstrate the capabilities of her own core and madness.
She's become drunk in her own power.
Then unfortunately has grabbed others within it, civilians on that matter too.
Has she regained her core, or is this a different sort of empowerment?
Yes.
She collected her core from the individual who...
But assume so.
Yeah. Spy within the military introduced them with an odd artifact floating next to Hela.
I believe that was the visage. It matches descriptions of eyes people have seen before when interacting with it. There was a snake eye in the middle of it.
That's our
I
culprit.
had the unfortunate blessing of seeing it up close when defending Lilith.
Any other concerns or questions at this point?
What are our orders if, for some reason, Hela Ashcroft is in front of us? Disengage?
Retreat.
Run?
Get away as well as you are able.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Looks like
she's fully demonstrated her ability to petrify.
Group of people
we
are heading
have no
towards the manor,
counters.
a mixed group. Probably
She has the
demanding
numbers,
answers.
he can conjure the numbers as well, so even the title would be probably no match for Aggie, so...
She was. That was what she was doing off screen, was with the generator group.
Gain as much time as possible. She makes an entrance, but still retreat when possible.
That's the plan.
Understood.
As of now, we
always
just
known
make
how
sure
our fight would
Naros...
end since I met her.
Yeah, as of now, we just make sure Naros makes a safety retreat. After that, we start making sure everything is in order and then start making our way out as well towards Reinhold. To start making your own preparations, gather on your stuff as well, say your goodbyes.
If any of you have silver jewelry, we know it is a physical weakness. Make use of it and disengage.
Mirrors as well.
Is there anyone we should go say goodbye to?
They may be busy, but it would be best to take a walk around town regardless. Just to have more eyes on things.
The metropolises.
Be aware of any further activity. There are people going to Ashcroft Manor. Earl Frigg, members of Ryden and some of our own included, it would seem.
Understood.
Understood.
Or at least in that direction.
Thank you,
It seems
sir.
Councilman Elfin will be spending a while packing, so if we are needed elsewhere, we can.
Hi, Braggy!
I'm gonna go find Marcus. Don't know
Towards the
where he went.
manor.
Thankfully, I can
Sir,
just.
You know what? Nope, I don't care. And that's the best thing you can do.
Holy shit, Isaac, you envious or something? Nah. Sorry. How'd it go?
Great until the last part.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the worst. Alright.
I'll be here for
We
now.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
And if you look outside,
Well, if I look outside, we should see my handiwork minus Marcus on display.
If you exclude what happened at the end, peace is possible.
There were agreements and there were ceasefires, at least we're good. We just need to do the formal writing.
Runebreaker and Councilman Elfin did shake on it before leaving the room, though, to at least solidify some form of a deal before we all had to evacuate the area.
That's a positive.
What are the current orders?
And stand by, make sure everything's secure. Get your things ready so we can depart or say your goodbyes.
Understood.
Very well. Now I was gonna say it might take him some time. So for now,
Okay.
be at the ready to move. Look around. I'll see what's going on at the manor and why some more people are going there.
I'll go with you.
They're probably looking for the place where the visage could be contacted. 'Cause that's where it is. Down in the waterway. Probably worried it could potentially change.
I'm going to patrol.
Okay. Goodbye.
Last hour candy. Oh.
You.
Me.
Mira's cousin, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Why? Luna, yes?
Lunali.
That was your name. Yes. I have a question. You know all your fellow candidates, so
I might have an answer.
I have files on all of the candidates, naturally, as an agent of Reinhold, but I noticed there's two people that were not mentioned in those files. First, there's one that looks a bit like Milo, but he's a bit taller, and they didn't call him Milo. And what happened to Milo? I have not seen Milo around.
Honestly, I don't really he went out on patrol, but honestly, I do not know exactly what led to Milo going away and Lumos showing up. I was not there.
So you don't know either. Alright, I gotta
All I
find somebody
know
else.
is that at least knowing what happened, Milo died.
And then there's another one. He has two large black wings. His face is always in the shadows. Is he new?
Yeah.
Must have been added quite recently if he's not in my files.
He joined the academy relatively recently. Well, a little, maybe only just a few weeks before we were sent here.
Suspicious. Is he from Reinhold?
I don't know. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to him.
I see. Well, take care, Lunali, and make sure your things are packed for...
They are.
Apparently we're traveling soon.
I do not really have much that I take with me on travels.
Oh. It seems like a lot of you brought a lot of suitcases.
Well, there's a lot of us.
Interesting. Well,
I travel light. I just need my arms and just a little bit to keep me covered. That's all I need.
Very well.
Right, alright. You know, we could
Guess housed indirectly then.
Hi, Kaylin. That's your name sometimes.
Go in.
Hello, Alo.
I know some people were saying that you were saying we probably weren't allowed in.
I'm happy you're safe.
But
Hi, Arlo.
Can't wait for too long. Really. I agree.
you can't wait for too long. Is there any way?
Yeah, it hurts. Hi.
Is there any way we can
Oh.
cure them?
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I think that's going to be part of the.
Still recovering.
Do you want me to try something on you?
I'd give you a hug, but that might hurt too.
Yeah.
Did you sustain
I
damage
was
to your
such a
head?
pain.
Cause I had to get a last one in before we have to
I
leave.
just lost a lot of blood.
I know more than for sure your wardens and your people will try their hardest to figure
Less
out
painful than a
if there's
hug.
any way to help them.
We're gonna try something. Ready,
If I
buddy?
can get a hug from you next time we see you.
After you.
Oh.
Well, I'm not waiting.
Where's Lucy?
Right. You're taking your turn.
Oh, you're not.
Cool.
Yes. So great. It's a movement spell. Don't worry.
I didn't know he could do that. Well, I mean, I knew he could do it to himself. I didn't know he could take people with him.
Don't pop up somewhere. You're gonna hurt my Marcus, I think.
Sorry, right now this is a hot zone. A lot of people are getting as much information across.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit Come on, you and me. I can't do that. So we're just gonna fuck with our mom.
Right.
I believe most of our cohort are currently
I would say maybe
flying
start with a
around.
deep breath.
In some capacity. There's a group that's already been.
My oldest friend might be
Kind of still happen when I go through the Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go that way first.
Let's test it. Let's test it.
Okay.
Hey, you want meat? Got meat for dinner.
I'm okay.
Got meat.
Okay. Go. Okay, we're good. Okay.
We're good.
See ya.
Got meat.
Coming through.
They're so cool. But I'm good, thank you. I'm just looking for people.
Go for it.
Oh, he is going fast.
Everybody's scattering all over. Apparently there's now, I'm not sure if you've heard about this, there's supposedly be someone outside the city, potentially 2 titled wardens clashing each other.
I believe it. Considering
I'm not surprised.
someone let Hella out of jail.
Do me a favor, dear, for the sake of it. Again, I'm not sure who is going to be fighting out there. Have you already packed your stuff in case we need to evac to Rhinold?
We got the instructions to be ready to move out, but if there were any last bits to speak with people here before we left, to get that done because we'd be leaving before the day's out.
I can imagine that. I'll probably join you on the way back your way. Wanted to make sure you have your stuff packed in case whatever fiasco is currently transpiring outside of town is doing more damage than necessary.
Yeah.
Are you okay, dear?
I am. I I just wish I could have seen this one coming, given that usually I always know when something awful's about to happen.
There are things in life that I think no matter how supernatural or special your powers are, some things can and I feel like in many cases should not be predicted. At the end of the day,
I guess.
No matter what prediction, no matter good or bad, what I'm seeing in front of me is still the same lovely Lunali as always. So don't worry too much about that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's silly to ask of me, but do you want a hug?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
You're doing your best. I can see that every single day. And I can safely say that there's a lot of people who are extremely proud of you.
I'm trying.
You are trying, and in all honesty, in many cases I see you succeed, whether you might believe it or not.
Yeah.
Once we're back home, what do you say? I do still need to figure out some conversations about clothing for smaller individuals. Would you be available for talks? I already had conversation with Madame Nikolaila about modeling for more aquatic people. Would you be down to assist with modeling for more smaller individuals?
I mean, am I really that small?
I mean, I would say yours. I mean, I can't really speak a lot. I feel like I'm towering over some of the people, so... I think you are a very lovely size, and I feel like you definitely would look very fantastic in a lot of the outfits that we could make.
Okay.
And we will talk when we're back home. Don't worry too much about it, okay?
Okay.
Get yourself some rest as well, no matter if it is a nap or a good bit of Argus cuisine before we head out. Enjoy the time while we still have here, even if this soured a tiny bit. Oh? Lunali, dear? Hey. Oh. Dear heavens, what do I do now? Oh, you're awake. You seem to have fallen asleep while I was walking away. And then I put my hand out to wake you up. It's fine, it's not bad. I know you have your sleepy tendencies. I just want to make sure you're comfortable. To be fair, if you would have been asleep for a little longer, I would have probably picked you up and carried you back to the hotel space. But again,
It's
just want to make sure you're fine.
I mean, I will be okay, probably.
I mean, probably is a word. Remember, Lunali, if there's ever any trouble on your mind, if there's ever any worry you have, please reach out.
Okay.
As much as I'm your boss, I still consider you someone who I consider a friend.
You can be a friend and a boss at the same time.
A friendly boss.
Ah. Yay.
Please stay safe, dear, okay?
Okay. I will.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Her magic is capable of petrifying upon touch or contact with any of her bodily fluids. In this instance, her spit.
pretty rough out here.
Thank you.
Whatever she's doing requires a massive amount
You
of
still need to do better, Sonnet. Spitting at somebody who's apologizing to you does not make you seem honorable, even if your anger is justified.
Back with Avery. Give me 1 second, Simon. Let me check on that.
Did you?
One. No.
Okay. I'm probably just going crazy.
No, you're worried.
Avery?
Being worried is not the same as being crazy.
They're with a group past the
I'm
front.
worried because I've been told that my possible
I came back in because
one of my oldest friends and boss might be petrified in the palace, and I can't go check on them.
I don't know.
Understood. Need company, or you're gonna just need a...
I'm just going to be moving mostly through the interior and then checking on the hospital and seeing if they need extra heads, and then I'm gonna pack.
If I was a dick, I could have, I could sit there and do the fucking, like, memories of things that were said to Canvir
Seen him since we got back from repairing the generators.
and echo in his head. And let him know how long this has been foreshadowed.
I doubt that I would even get the chance. I will do my best to subdue. If it is in the interest of Lilith, somebody you appear to have some sort of rapport with.
Talking because I did not want to fight to start.
Hey, has anyone checked the cells, by the way, for Cutter? Because apparently no one checked the cells, and we don't know who to ask about that.
I would imagine Argus military.
I believe most of them are.
Your nose is superior. We could go towards the area.
Yeah, if you do by the hub,
Yeah.
that would still be.
I know smell pretty well. It's blood and salt.
What
Also
about...
shouldn't be anywhere, as he has been locked up for over 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it,
I'm very capable of handling myself if it's.
Oh God! You didn't tell me it was all shadow smelly. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's awful over here.
It's like a strong dog, like.
You might have to enter the security hub then if you wanted to get a cleaner.
and pinch your nose.
Okay.
I mean, the only military people I've ever seen around were the guy with the trident and the rat lady.
They would likely still have someone manning the initial desk.
Well, Canvir, I think, is busy at the manor, if I had, from what I heard.
Whatever happened here.
Understood.
No, just whatever. Over there's bad.
Spice, here.
Yeah,
Spice.
No, well, that isn't necessarily the best idea right now. We don't want to.
Overpowering the immediate shadow.
But yeah, this is kind of like, I think this is a public, like, lobby in there, and just going in for him.
I don't smell blood. There's salt here.
Yeah, this area is public after all. It's going beyond. It's
for filling in forms.
I do smell a tinge of it, but not here. It's over. Where's that door?
I believe that goes towards the cells.
That's pretty fresh.
Yeah, I think that's the way to the cells.
Has anyone checked the cells? Because I'm pretty sure Cutter is down there still.
Do not believe. No, you're. Yeah, no.
You should
only
probably
she broke
check
off
the
and broke
cells.
out.
We want to wait for a military person, but no one's here.
Yeah, we don't want
We don't have
to
toms of Canvir.
Blackley,
Okay,
does that
they
count?
both-
I suppose.
You are
I
a
mean,
Reinhold representative.
possibly.
I do not believe you
True,
should.
currently.
I'm a riding representative,
Is
so
that
I'm
it?
definitely not going in there.
You are the only one who is purely Argus, and
If you wish.
could perhaps.
I'm not
going
to stop anyone from helping us.
No,
I will.
I do
If
not want
Canvir
you to
needs
get
to yell at me
Later
later,
tonight when
if
we're
Canvir needs
leaving.
to yell at me later, it's worth it.
You
I
can
wish.
leave
Alright.
though.
then on your
Go
authority.
check. Canvir needs to yell at me later. He will. I'd rather just be safe.
I'll let you
and sorry.
guys go in case it gets dicey. Cause
I think the justification is worth the
After you, Warden.
input.
Butter.
Are you safe?
Does it look like I'm safe? I'm locked up.
Yes,
I'd
but
say-
you are.
Well, considering what
Parts of you
else
petrified
happened.
that were not previously petrified.
Nothing's petrified. At least that matters.
That matters. Well, what matters to you?
Getting out of this slog.
The parts. What parts of you matter?
Should I name them out for you?
Yeah, sure. Have you been visited any in the last few hours?
Oh, you know,
She
besides...
definitely broke out of it.
she
let
was
you-
let out.
Let out?
Yep.
And she didn't want to bring you off? Doesn't that hurt? Do you know where she could be right now?
I've no idea. It seems my mistress's leash connected to my neck has grown rather tight, and she didn't want to bring me along. So excuse me if I'm in a sour mood.
I trust that you'd be, but if you want to untie that leash, wouldn't it help maybe to let her not hold it? If you know anything, it would be perhaps beneficial even for you to let us know.
Well, if we're talking trading, do I have an offer?
No.
Yeah, what do you wish to know? Of course, it needs to be beneficial. Like letting me out of here.
Sir, I don't have the authority to let you out, but I can. If you help us, I can have the authority to get Canvir to come walk up, talk as much as you can get any offer out of him. He's an understanding man. If you help us make sure our city will be in more danger from the person holding your leash, you know he's understanding. If you help, you know, he could very well just let you out. I don't have authority to say I will, but he could. And you know that. You know the man. Or you could just sit here forever if we deal with hell our own way. Having zero total chance of getting out of this room for the rest of your life.
Do we have any visitor logs? There's apparently a scent of fur deeper
Reinhold could
in.
find something before you say anything useful.
Wasn't it said that the rat?
You have a deal, babe. Get the general,
Is it pronounced
and
rat?
I'll say what I know.
I'm not sure if that's determinable.
Agree.
I sense.
I was there.
Yes.
I was there when she
You heard him?
escaped.
If we can get Canvir to talk to him, he's gonna.
Understood.
Yes, it is confirmed
Anyone
that
have any
the
direct line to Canvir at the moment?
personnel was a pocket
Mm.
placement for Hela.
The
Right.
military lady.
Cutter is willing to
rat
say as
skin.
much as he
She was the
knows
one
if
that let her
Canvir
out.
comes talk to him.
He was walking hand
I
in
only
hand.
have Lilith Argos.
They were walking hand in hand.
communications. I could
They would
reach
have
out
each
to her
other
and see if
next
she
to
could
her.
reach out to him.
Yes.
Canvir was last
Currently, the goal would be to have Canvir speak with him.
Looking around for that rat. That's case.
Cutter is willing to say everything he knows if Canver speaks to him, so if anyone can get a hold of the general, get the help of us right
no
now.
longer an issue. She fell in combat.
Okay. Oh, she's dead.
Right.
Precisely.
That's probably good though, right?
I'm gonna get out of this room before I get in trouble.
Fair enough. Yeah.
For the best.
Thanks for the help.
Though that means the only source of information for someone who was working with them. If she died, that's... unless they shared anything with Cutter.
It depends on where things occurred. There's no sign of any struggle here.
Cut it. Ha. Literally.
That is not Lilith Argo.
Say anything? I had no idea this was going to occur. I have no idea what you mean, Leon.
Nothing.
Plain dumb.
Okay.
I told you that I suspected things might happen and to be safe.
Never mind that.
For whatever happened just now, this afternoon, I had no idea. And I'm rather, peeved myself, you see. That I was left behind. Left in the one place I detest the most. Yes. Told me I was worthless. And a dog. And walked right out. So excuse my sour mood. What happened up there? Now you have me curious. I heard some explosions and yelling, that's about it. No one tells me anything.
I'll withdraw when General Frank comes.
Old bitch finally lost it. So?
Well, he doesn't have the authority to make any bargains or open that door, so he can say what he likes.
I did. But the last couple days she's been talking to herself. I thought it was just, insomnia. I owe no allegiance to her any longer. She left me behind. So my leash is unchained. I'll tell you all I know. The General, the rest of you, as long as it gets me out of here.
Better. The general should be on his way. If you wish to speak to him, he'll be here soon.
Lilith's here.
Good news.
Lilith, is Canver on his way?
No fucking clue.
Yeah, I called
we
him
were
over.
only able to get a hold of him. Apologies. I couldn't reach you on your usual line.
Yeah, because I was told to go to a little fucking bullshit confidential line and just remembered it just now when you mentioned it. Sorry for that.
No, it's alright. We knew you were safe. We just didn't know how to get a hold of you.
I apologize for that. I was
important for him.
The various elite units have their own dedicated channels that you guys wouldn't have access
course.
to. That I was told to go onto because they were looking for me. Sorry.
And there's the general.
There he is. Envier.
I only have one question right now.
We should give them space.
Yes.
What's your opinion on
The
what just happened?
premiers need direct.
I'm in the blind.
Imagine.
My previous ex-mistress
Weird.
left. Grown
Didn't
accord.
tell you anything?
Well, I
Okay,
shouldn't say that.
I'll give you a rundown of what she did. She stepped out, used
Leon?
magic to
Lilith.
incite a riot.
Can you move
inserted
away so the
herself into the
premiers
palace,
can both
killed
speak
Alvin
with him?
Firma, attempted to have me assassinated, petrified the headmaster of the academy,
Sir.
disappeared.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm sorry about the merchant lord and anyone else who got caught up in her pathway. You see, I'm in the blind here, madam.
I just want to know what your opinions on that is.
I have the utmost remorse in what occurred. And I had no idea that they would go in such a way. You see, the mistress has been, ex-mistress has been talking to herself lately, and, well...
She's not been talking to herself, she's been talking to the visage that speaks directly into her mind, attempted to speak directly into my mind, attempted to take over Damien's body.
Right. Are you sure you're not losing it?
No, everybody inside the peace talks heard it too, because it tried to talk to each and every one of them, so...
A lot of words are coming out of your mouth, Madam
We'll leave this
Lilith.
to Argus.
I have no idea what you're talking about something
Visage.
talking into... Yeah, that.
Lilith, do you mind
No
if I
idea
take
what
over?
that is.
Please.
It's an extraplanar entity that wants to kill the gods and anything created by them.
Lilith, let Canvir speak.
Yeah, sure.
He's the one who can get information for us, please.
Sure. I'm not saying he can't, but he was directly asking me a question. I'm gonna answer his question.
Respectfully, Cutter, I don't give a shit about your opinion. I want facts from you. What can you tell us about her? And tell us everything.
Then we're in dealer's territory, General. You know what I want. I want out.
Well, that was easy.
I don't give a shit about the bullshit games. I just care about trying to find her.
That feels much better. My arms.
One step at a time. Start with the bullet point, if you don't mind.
All right. I'll retrace what occurred a few hours ago. How about that?
Let's start
I
there.
was minding my own business in my cell, you see. And then everything sort of went dark. I heard the intercom about some shield malfunction, and then the lights went back on. Right?
Yes.
Across the way, I see the bitch herself stand up and sort of just stare off into nothing. I tried to reach her, banging on the cell bars, but she has a hard time hearing through the glass, you see. Couple minutes pass by, and then a little rat strolls on in, wearing military uniforms. She waltzes up to the
That's
cell.
me.
And unlocks it.
witch walks out, straight past me. I scream to let her let me out, and she doesn't bat an eye. Neither does the rat. And the last things I hear as she leaves is, "You are useless, dog." And she shuts the door.
Well, that answers that
Explosions, yada
question.
yada, screaming.
Mhm.
That's all I hear past that.
Well, you don't have to worry about the rat. I made sure she's dead.
Ah, didn't know you for the bloodthirsty type.
She wasn't.
Ah, it was you old fork tongue.
Yes, I simply double-checked the body and made sure it wouldn't come back.
Right. Arms. I'll give you more. I just don't feel complete without it.
Lieutenant, if you want.
Of course, sir. Let me grab them.
I advise you to be wise. Don't want you to end up like the rat.
Noted.
It would be use for your collar. Make sure your head stays on. Andrea, keep me updated.
To be clear, Rudo,
Your arms.
the only head I care about right now is Hella's.
All right. As I was saying. Screams, yelling, yada yada. The mistress has, spoken little of her ultimate plan, especially to me. I've done her bidding as assigned by all of you some time ago. Deal was a deal. However, this last week, she's been talking to herself. Whatever Lilith here has said might have been the cause. No idea. And there might be more gardeners amongst your ranks, General. That much I can be certain of. In fact, there are gardeners in every city. To put it simply, I could even spell them out to you, and to Reinhold.
Nothing here is to be made sacred from Reinhold.
All right. I was told she escaped. Is that true? Then she returns to the hallowed garden. Big ol' crater amongst the salt flats where this city lifted. It's
That's
sort
what I
of
assumed, yeah.
Wait.
a focal point amongst many of the gardens, heavily defended by both beast
Coordinates
and
were given.
We were given the coordinates to that exact location, but didn't really know what it was about, except for the fact that I was informed yesterday that it was some form of holdout for the garden, but that answers what kind.
Then let this be confirmation. She took me
Thank you for the
there
information.
about a year and a half ago. Went through some sort of ritual. Ceremonial, of course. I thought it was all part of your guys' ultimate scheme, to be honest.
Do you know if she had her mother sent there?
Grandma, I am uncertain of. I know that she's missing, and that
Yes.
older sister did something with her. That's as far as I know. perhaps Grandmama found out and Ella had to... Well, I don't want to go to extremes.
She knew where that base was.
We have
the
a
journal.
plan of attack then.
You intend to attack the Olive Garden?
No. I intend to stop being so merciful. She has hurt this city. I cannot allow that.
She's done more than hurt this city. She's made it very clear that she does not intend on... How do I put this? She does not intend on abiding by all of this... Oh, we should save the world stuff. She wants to control everything herself.
I'm going to
and
rise to
will
rescue
do
you.
anything in her means to do so.
If I'm not
And that I
mistaken.
cannot abide by, regardless of whatever crime she's already committed that I'm angry about.
Did she say she was going to take Eden for herself? Is that what she said? Was anyone there when that happened?
When she was leaving the palace, she said she was going to save Eden herself.
No, somebody...
During the peace talks meeting, she talked about how she made Argus strong, and she will make Argus strong again, and then it will turn to the rest of Eden.
Somebody, I can't remember who, but somebody while we were headed away from the manor, we went to the Ashcroft Manor, said that they directly witnessed her saying that Eden is hers and hers alone. So.
Yeah. And that's what she considers saving Eden, taking it for herself.
Cutter?
She's twisted.
That is. What say you? Where does your allegiance lie now?
To Argus, of course, and to the maximum agreement. Always has been.
Are Damien or Judas anywhere near here?
Not sure.
No, I don't believe so.
Don't know.
I recommend having one of them use celestial magic on him, just to double check. Be safe.
Let me go see if I can find them.
Didn't think I'd need all
I'm
that.
sort of allergic to celestial magic, dark core and everything.
The visage literally directly manipulates people without them realizing it via bullshit magic abilities that it
You
has.
think he'd want to
and
deal
they
with this
are
one?
directly
Besides, the voice is telling me to, you know, dissect and splice and put together again.
Potentially.
No voices up here.
So you are allergic to celestial magic?
I mean, I get rashes in places you don't want to know.
What if you didn't have your core on you?
Still.
They cause a bit of
Is it
change over
life-threatening?
time. That doesn't go away immediately.
To me, yeah.
Let me be clear. When I say life-threatening, I mean your actual life, not your comfort.
I mean, I might go crazy with these rashes, and you know, it'll be
Your
life-threatening to
discomfort
myself
will you will
and
have to deal
everyone.
with, quite frankly. This is a matter of security.
Fine.
I apologize, I'm not in a kind of more happy-go-lucky mood I normally am. I literally
I
watched
like
the
this
person who
Lilith.
raised me after my parents died.
It's zesty.
So, I watched him literally get petrified in front of me, and I had to hold back from killing the bitch myself, so.
You do have my sympathies, madam. As much as they're worth.
I don't hate you, Cutter. Let me be clear. This is all stuff that we have to do to be clear, because you did work directly under her, so. But also, from the way that you worded things and whatnot, it would not surprise me whatsoever if she's completely done with you, but just to be safe, gotta make sure that you don't have a lingering bullshit thing from the visage that you don't know about, so.
Understandable.
There are people who have had bullshit curses from it that have already been identified that were not aware of it, is a thing, so.
Oh yeah, she cursed her own family. I watched them
That's
do
what
it.
I'm talking about. Hmm?
I thought it was just
can have
the
a double
Ashcroft
check.
being silly.
Magically,
No.
that you are alright, Cutter.
Huh?
You and I both know that you're more useful outside of the cell than inside. Aye?
Yes. Glad you know my talents.
You can be under my purveyance. For now.
Oh yes, in case you weren't aware, Mr. Blackley transferred command of his unit directly to his son and Canvir as a co-joint leadership program, so.
Cool.
Who wants to watch this one? Who's gonna babysit?
I'll do it.
I don't say.
So be it.
She's a really good person.
Cutter?
They're really good people to watch, those two. Yeah.
I would
so.
say Cutter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're used to it.
I'll place him under your then.
It's okay.
Trust you.
Cutter and I get along.
Understood, sir.
That's a first.
Thank you.
I'm with
I don't
you,
dislike Cutter.
Leon.
I just.
You're with me.
With it.
So you
You're with-
two plus Mira?
The boys.
Sure.
Plus Mira.
The
No
boys
comms.
plus Mira.
I think Mira can be one of the boys.
I
I
am
think Mira could be
choice.
Definitely
not a boy. She's
But
doesn't want to be
being
part
one
of
of the
boys.
boys does not make you a boy.
I don't.
Dismiss.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Yes,
I think
sir.
the rest would disagree.
It's for sure.
No,
You need it.
I'm gonna go get
You don't
my,
have
my
to worry about
slashes
No,
and
you
my
got it, you got
scalpel.
it.
Yes, yes.
I'm a strong, independent
Yes,
woman.
you're sharpened this side.
Yeah, no, you're not a boys.
Oh,
That's fine.
Definitely not.
I know why he's called Cutter.
You too? Yeah, I was in that fire with you
There's a
for a
place
little
you
while.
mentioned.
Things tank.
Yep.
This life is too short. This world is
Flats.
too short.
I need to know if it's the flats or something.
He's more useful outside.
The salt flats, yeah.
And the reason I didn't let him out is because I knew you're the only one with actually.
We'll have plenty of time to
I
talk
knew you would
to
do
you.
it though.
Madame Argo.
It's where
Do you have a
the
moment?
For you at some point.
city of
Nothing to do with
Argus was
this,
first
but
raised.
You'll have to be
Essentially.
about older. She's
working together.
You know the
Well,
coordinates that we got from the fucking Morse code thing that Hickory and Dickory did their
I'm well aware. I'm not
Okay.
going to interrupt the
well, you
premiere.
are not.
that's what truly.
So Lugan, as apology for some fallout thing that he had with Damien, gave him a fucking doll that's entire purpose was to relay Morse code to him secretly with coordinates. And those coordinates lead directly to where Argus was first raised.
Wait, so
And
we
it was
insist
his-
that this gold that was meant for Damien.
Well, Lucan
He's getting his doctor's appointment.
also
That was his way
confirmed.
of secretly saying, "Hey guys, there's a secret base over there." Essentially, because he had to repay Damien. Essentially, so
Lucan also confirmed it through some circled numbers and letters that were in a journal from Ione's mother. He confirmed they were the same thing, so she knew of it also.
oh, she was secretly aware of it though. She was trying to be secret about it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm staying back here.
that changes things, because you said when she's aware of it, I was like, oh, so she's in on it. But if she was like doing that, that changes things.
He was trying to send a message.
I'm just gonna hang out here because I'm with him, but he's just gonna sing.
You'll find a few if you want to save time.
He should be able to just do the single target one.
Anything
You're still
I
elect.
should be aware of?
I am fine. Just my knife. I have a few cursed ruins engraved.
Huh? Nobody took that off him before they put him in a cell.
No, they
We
definitely
gave his stuff back.
They just gave it back to him.
Oh. This is gonna be faster if I cast this at full strength. Alright,
I'm proud.
you'll probably notice your mind's a little bit sharper. Lightning mana or anything like that, you might want to step
or curses
It's
or
actually
other
rather
effects
warming
on your
than
mind.
You,
Lightning
get the
mana.
fuck away.
You
Get
should
the fuck away right now.
Oh,
He's lightning mana, so.
Oh.
I
guess that's
I guess they did that right.
Nice.
Madam.
And then he
I
curses.
would point out any
You
particular
don't want me getting
weaknesses
the
that might be
lightning.
causing you
Tingly.
judgment.
Miss Equalizer.
We're so greedy, Evan.
He will find none
I want to
effective
recharge.
judgment.
Give me
However, there is indeed several curses.
Pick rocks.
Focal
I
point
can't sense
in
it.
his course.
Okay.
I'd like to perhaps gift
To be
you
honest, would be on to him to tell.
amounts of blood.
Anything else?
I think to assist potentially.
Them out more clearly.
She wants to try helping.
Then he would
Needs
not
to
sense
get
those, but he would sense
What's the
curse
connection between her
on
blood
his
and...
eye of petrification.
Oh,
Oh, my false gloves.
I'm sorry.
How are you? Are you
About?
That.
I talked back to her once. Called her a
Good to know.
yeah.
Then perhaps I treated you too harshly before.
I wouldn't call him father. It's more like a...
You have my apologies.
Uncle? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you mean that, Damien?
Oh, shut up before I deck you.
Come here.
Just take it.
I knew we were always buddies.
See, I don't actually have an issue with Cutter. It's just, you know, the person he works under, so...
No, I think but,
Yeah, but that's not a reason to have an issue with somebody.
yeah, exactly.
Anything else you want to tell us, Carter? As far as curses go.
You know he has, like,
If you're done, maybe you can stop casting.
Oh, Ione was cursed.
I'm aware. I was also aware you were left
Hey,
that's why I was so
hey,
fucking
Carter.
pissed at you.
Completely unrelated question. What was the name of your alleyway again?
Cutter Alleyway. Right. Amazing name.
Oh, the one you tried to shank me in.
I did not try to
shake
shank you.
him in it.
I tried to mug you. Via shake.
Yeah,
That's a confession, right? The cell's right there. It's right there.
He just got released. He just got released.
He was being kind of a bit of a silly guy. He didn't really make any motions to stab anybody.
Little one.
Silly guys can be in jail.
To be fair, that's he was already arrested. You can't. That's double jeopardy at that point. You can't re-arrest somebody for it.
Well,
you know?
frankly, it's been more than 24 hours, right? But
Yeah, that happened like 5 days ago, I think.
It was like the day before we went into the rest set. So.
like 2 days ago, starting from today. It was
I mean like 5 days ago is when that whole thing happened with the alley.
No, yeah. But that was like the day before we went into the rest pit.
Yeah.
The cutter alley.
Didn't mean it, I guess.
Yeah, that was like
No, he didn't.
a day or two before the respite was found.
It was
Yeah.
one day.
I missed the rest of it so much.
I missed the rest pit too. We should go back.
Oh, I used a lot of mana.
I mean, we have the ability to.
There. It's okay.
Back in his pocket. We just
You were made aware.
Thank you.
Helping.
I
should just readjust that spell to actually be able to help.
That would be nice.
Are you good?
I could do that. But for now, zap.
He's had a day.
That if I use too much ice all at once and not enough lightning, this happens. It'll go away on its own until somebody
Yeah,
heats
his
me.
passive since we've been in school is that the more ice he uses, like the more he casts, the colder he
I
gets. And it protects
appreciate
him,
you
but
not
it also
bringing
does
up
this.
the
And he's a snake.
I'm
gonna make you some coffee.
I mean, out of curiosity, if ice doesn't work so well for you, why do you use an ice core?
It was the last one left.
It's the one who is assigned.
I didn't know what kind of adverse effects would have happened to any of the people in there. So I just.
Oh, perfect. I don't have to pick him up.
For a split second, I was thinking you were about to like start hitting him with the bat, and I'm like, that doesn't look like.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's very warm, actually.
That is rather warm and nice, actually.
Very nice.
Look at you helping our titled warden.
Congratulations, when you all become storm callers, I guess this will be something you have to do on the regular when I do something stupid.
Scholars, this is now your job. Warm up Damien whenever you can.
Not always. We also have casual Fridays.
We also have casual Fridays. We have casual most days, what do you mean? Alright.
We try to keep things casual around here.
Very casual. Your voice is still a little spicy, are you okay?
I'm so sorry for hitting you in the face, Miss Mercy.
What I say that made you cough laugh?
Miss Remi tried to shoot me at one point when I told her to not. Her tone indicated she was probably going to pull something, and I saw that her reach for her gun, so you know.
Come on.
Tried to dodge to the side. Almost hit me though, which could have been quite bad.
I mean, considering they said that she came in here, I think she was already planning on something.
Backed off into the door.
I know.
Even she
That's
was
what I
a
get.
local, but I wasn't sure. You know,
Alright.
a rival candidate killing a, you know,
True, fair enough.
an Argus military personnel seems a little.
No, I was asking why we're still here and not to kick them all out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave.
If you can, we still need.
Oh, we just kill her, I suppose. But for now, I think she fled the city, is what they said. So.
I mean,
Awesome shorthand.
they did kind of tell us, at least on our end, that if we ran into her, we should probably run away, actually. But that's mostly.
You guys are not from Argus, so.
That's because you're
Argus. The Argus way.
I think it's more just the difference in power, especially if she's being backed by cosmic horrors beyond our comprehension.
Why don't we go? If we ever find her again, we just throw her off a cannon into the deep ocean and never think about her
Maybe
again.
I'll build a really big gun to shoot her with.
It's true.
Ah, yes. The gun that kills people.
Change.
Mm-hmm.
Go back.
Oh yeah, I should probably do the same.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Hi.
My day is almost over. Hi, Felix.
Hello.
Yeah, good night.
Tired. At the turns table, the cat pats the person instead of the person petting the cat.
It is always a way to feel a little bit better, even when everything else is bad.
Indeed.
That's one of the few things I'm good at. There's not a lot, but that's one of them.
Did do you know if they moved the petrified ones?
They didn't say in there, so you could always ask them.
Oh.
You know where Ikulila might be by chance?
She's over there. Just
Perfect.
go down the street, ask Mr. Hayden. He'll point you right to her.
She's running. That means I need to follow her.
She's going to see Iku. Go, go, go. Please,
If my head wasn't.
If you're going to, just go ahead.
Push, 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 push.
Bye.
He's only going to be able to say so many things to so many people because you're all leaving.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's good.
Zena.
Do you need anything in particular?
Shit. No, I'm just.
Ask her.
No, I was gonna ask him advice about speed things, but he should go. He needs help.
I'm the speedy one out of the two of us, so.
Wow.
What?
I said I was gonna keep contact.
It's alright.
That makes it even easier.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Jamie's a little bit.
His or someone else's?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I don't really know how to feel about this.
Which part?
This is the first kind of major thing that has happened where I didn't see it coming in advance. Even the thing that makes me suffer didn't even help me this time.
Maybe it was a thing that, regardless of actions, would have came to be.
But that's how it has always been. Why does this have to be different?
Maybe because nothing, even with what happened, nothing big actually happened. Like, yes, people had to fight, but no one got hurt.
Some people were petrified.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Ask where Leon is. He's back in storehouse.
Apparently some accomplice to Hela got killed too.
Oh.
That rat lady in the military.
He died? What happened?
Apparently she was killed in the conflict, but she was also one who let out Hela.
Oh. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Very sure. Don't you do it. Frankie, get him! Frankie, get him! Frankie, get him! Damien, I'm a lot faster than you are. I can't get him in my fly. I'll get him. I might have to.
Well,
one thing I know about that I'm.
I heard at least the peace talks did go well, at least.
It seemed like there was some promise at least, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I heard even some Raiden might even be coming by Reinhold later.
Apparently Nyros and the Runebreaker shaked on at least something before they had to evacuate.
That's good, at least.
Yeah. It's something.
I'm still a little bit shaky from watching spells being thrown.
Yeah.
Brother, things are happening.
What? What's happening?
Huh?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see when you walk that way.
Okay.
You'll be definitely temporary until the council decides if you're going to be permanent in Reinhold.
This is all our responsibility.
Oh.
Someone coerced you to join us. Is that correct?
Are you saying that's a yes? It's that easy? You want to sit down anywhere? I have some information, or I could keep it. I was going to sort of trade.
For now.
Yes, sir.
A trade sounds useful.
We'll keep you under surveillance.
I think we're good. That was easy.
Right, well, your temporary safety's been assured, at least. I'm sure deeper talks can be had once proper communication channels have been taken. You know, Reinhardt's to talk to Argus and all that.
Very well.
Damien also
At the
just
bare
asked you if
minimum,
he could
an
count
audience
on you
can be
for
made.
his support.
But it's not up to us.
It's not
I can
necessarily
help him from
mutually
afar.
exclusive.
I could even recommend some of you, if any of you want to join the ranks of Argus after your graduation, if you're not already graduated.
I think we still have time.
At least another year.
Stuck in school still, poor saps.
I appreciate the thought.
Yeah, well.
I
Unfortunately,
know it looks like
despite
we
it all,
aren't,
we have
but
to prove
we have
ourselves.
much to learn some.
The nightmares about essays don't stop, by the way.
Are you certain?
They really fucking
Oh. I wasn't sure.
Hearing all of them, you go on. It really doesn't.
So
Mission
does-
accomplished.
Yeah, does the general here, Argus's general, do they know you want to do all this?
That is where we should go next.
Is that the...
Well, let's go get him.
It's that or punching him.
I think we still got some time. Thank you, sirs, for
probably.
taking the moment.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Of course. Be quick.
Don't worry,
I'm trying. It's hard for me to do.
I got this.
What are you
Hold
guys
on.
doing?
I'll.
You got this?
I just
You
have
got
to. I just have to heal him.
Jay,
Okay. Oh shit!
No,
No, do it again. He's not fixed all the way yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Don't worry about
You're right.
this.
Can
Okay.
you breathe on him?
Just go right on through.
Okay.
Thinking of this,
Damien.
That's all.
Damien, come on.
Hi, Sam.
Maybe if we just go inside and let him take a second.
Yes,
Maybe roll.
he'll.
Yes.
I mean, I got this process started. It's okay.
Should probably
Yeah, just pick him up and put him over here.
I'll get some food and drinks prepared in the meantime.
Yep. What a wonderful coping habit we're developing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
It's standard in Reinhold, so
Someone,
I don't think it's
someone
out
left
of
a
the
bag
question.
of chips
It keeps
on
the
this chair.
alcohol makers in business.
I'm gonna go start
That's,
packing.
that is a way to look at it. I'm not gonna say it's a good
You're
way,
s-
but it's a way.
You're supporting economic development and sustainment.
I'm supporting destroying my liver.
I'm supporting keeping myself sane.
They don't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive. You can support economy and destroy your body at the same time.
Oh, if you want to do some of the plates,
Bars. That's bars.
we have some, I think, stew
Yeah.
and bread. We also have, I think, some ice cream still left over as well. But that's not a good thing to start with, especially in Damien's case. If he's having brain freeze issues, I don't think this will help it.
Come on, go sit down.
You want to drink?
Oh no, he's
I think I
You
have
want to change your clothes,
concussion.
Damien?
he's kind of alive.
I'll
Thank
go
God.
get one.
It's okay, I healed you.
Please wash
That we
yourself
have.
first.
There's some bread, fruits, vegetables.
All fantastic and
There's
wonderful.
water, juice, wine.
It's
And Dr. Oliver as well.
Fix my brain.
Love it.
There we are. Alright.
If you need a lot of the caloric intake at once, we do have olive oil, but
I'd rather not drink olive oil.
yes.
Here, alcohol. Take alcohol.
We have wine here. We have wine here.
Why?
You took some.
Yes. Well, no, I have it.
Like juice.
You don't need to be fussing out.
I guess that's it for all this stuff.
Why didn't you open with that?
She got past me.
Still tastes bad. Every time I try alcohol, it tastes bad. I'm tired, Hickory. I'm so tired.
Why did you taste the wine or the alcohol?
Hello.
I saw this one warden once.
You're on the floor.
Yeah.
Does it feel nice?
Kinda. Nice and cool.
Okay. Gotta make sure the rest of my stuff is settled, seeing as we're probably leaving around nightfall.
Yeah. We're leaving in the morning, I heard.
Oh, it's in the morning? Okay, so I can sleep.
Yeah.
Then I'm...
That reminds me.
Sneezing is a little bit of a fire hazard
What?
if you catch my drift.
Oh, I've been...
I just need some soup first.
I kept forgetting.
Where did Hickory go?
Hmm.
You're like one step away from being set on fire at a moment's notice.
What is this? What are you putting in my hands?
Big fleshy.
Right here.
Oh wait, there's...
Wine, yes. I put some on the table.
We don't have wine. We have the opposite. We have wine.
Standards, so.
The correct option, yeah.
Feel that fucking triple. Alright.
I can't lean in or I'll impale myself on your head.
That's kind of a whole thing.
On here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like it a lot.
I'm glad.
I
It was
think...
one of those big, fluffy brown guys, and it had, I think they said it was a big, fluffy, it had angel wings on it.
Yeah, the little guys. I'm gonna... Well...
Yeah.
Go sleep.
That's why I'm up here.
I'm almost at the bed. I'm gonna make...
Ooh.
You want to drink? Fantastic news! We have liquor. We have liquor.
Have a good sleep, Lunali. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay. Oh, my spine! Huh.